Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Stats That Exist But Do Not Matter. It is episode 109. It's brought to you by the DraftKings Sportsbook, and ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Roll Call. We're turning it over to Yankee Stadium. We're talking about some stats that you can't find on a box score. It's long been a tradition at Yankee Stadium to have a roll call for the players, and we're going to dive into the history and the intricacies of this exact chant. The exact date of when it started is unknown, but some sources believe the roll call began in the early 1980s in the old Yankee Stadium in Section 39. Some bleacher creatures believe the first roll call might have taken place as early as 1996, with first baseman Tino Martinez playing a role in its inception. Let's break down what exactly this roll call is, because if you're from Kansas City and you like the Royals, or if you're from San Francisco and you go to see the Giants, you might not know what the hell we're talking about. After the first pitch of the game is thrown, one person stands up and yells, "Yo!" and then the center fielder's name. The rest of the bleacher creatures chant the name until the center fielder salutes them, and they go position by position, left fielder, then right fielder, then all throughout the infield until every player on the Yankees gives their nod to the crowd. It's a very special thing, especially, if you're not a Yankees fan like me and you go to the stadium not expecting it, and all of a sudden you're in the middle of this whole thing and you feel like you're a part of it. It's pretty cool. But a lot of players have taken their own creative spin on it, some good, some bad. Let's talk about it. Let's start with a couple beloved Yankees outfielders first. Johnny Damon, he's believed to originate the custom roll call response where he would take a knee and point at the bleacher creatures every time they called his name. There's also the Brett Gardner inverted double flex, which I love. It was much like the outfielder himself. It was reliable and consistent, and he never phoned it in, because that's Brett Gardner baseball. My favorite current one probably has to be Anthony Rizzo and his Italian chef's kiss. Another iconic one from another iconic Yankee, those 2009 Yankees, Nick Swisher. He had a salute that combined his enthusiasm and his stiff posture to make him look like a soldier. But when you have an ongoing tradition like this that happens at every home game, you're going to find yourself in some sticky situations when it comes to a very special moment, like Derek Jeter's final home game on September 25th in 2014, where Hiroki Kuroda's first pitch was hit out of the yard. This put the creatures in the awkward position of having to continue calling out names as Nick Markakis was trotting around the bases to score a run for the Orioles. There's also Bobby Abreu in the last game at Yankee Stadium in 2008, tracking down a fly ball as the bleacher creatures were chanting his name. And with all the custom responses that we discussed before, it's also pressure on the players to come up with something unique. Our friend at John Boy Media, Todd Frazier, said it was one of the toughest things he had to do in his career to develop a very personal statement with his roll call gesture. Frazier did a step up and point while on the Yankees, and he said it was one of his favorite parts of playing for the Bronx Bombers. And whether you're a Yankee for 1 year or a Yankee lifer, the bleacher creatures always represent and honor you with that tradition, like Don Mattingly.
You guys better be loud as hell. All right. I want to get this guy out of the dugout.
Who came back for his first game at Yankee Stadium as manager of the Dodgers in 2013. He got the roll call as well because he's a former Yankees captain. Many former Yankees, like Jason Giambi, said this was the best part about playing in New York. The unique interaction between the fans and the players on the field is unlike any other sport. In a press conference in 2009, he said, "There's no doubt about it, it's the best thing in baseball." And you gotta love that. The Bronx can be tough and they can really be mean to their players, but at the end of the day, this roll call exemplifies what players mean to Yankees fans. And listen, if I were you, I would not bet on the roll call going anywhere anytime soon. And that's not a bet you can place at the DraftKings Sportsbook, but if you did, the odds would be great. Right now, new customers can bet $5 on any pregame moneyline wager and win $150 in bonus bets if that bet cashes. Use that bonus bet money on some same-game parlays, like a Yankees game. Which Yankees going to get a hit in the first inning? Which Yankees pitcher will get a win? How many strikeouts is Garrett Cole going to record in that start? And you can combine all those bets for an even bigger payout at the end of the day. Use code STATS, ST8TS, bet $5 on any pregame moneyline wager, and win $150 in bonus bets right now at the DraftKings Sportsbook. Download their app and take advantage of this offer right now. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for details, and any resources you might need for a gambling addiction or gambling problem are listed down below as always. Guys, thank you for watching today's episode of Stats That Exist But Do Not Matter, and like Nick Swisher, I salute you.